Hello, my name is Chris Engle, and I just completed a Kickstarter project for doing 16th century maps, and those are well on their way to being done. I have a new project that I want to do. It's a card game called Snapshot 1969. In this game, it's a storytelling game, and you get to be in 1969 and live the adventures of Woodstock and riots and more protests and all of that stuff that we think of. So to give you a flavor for how the game looks, it's going to have cards that start off scenes. So in this case, bunch of happy people walking down the street. Nothing bad could happen here. Or maybe you want to go to Woodstock and enjoy that. Or maybe walking down the street wasn't so happy and it's led to some stone throwing and a riot. And of course, when that happens, we always get to meet the police. These are some homemade versions of the cards. I've already got them laid out to go to the professional printer. The way this game works is at the beginning of the game, each player gets 5 cards. These are potential scenes, and they're going to be playing 5 scenes. At the beginning of a turn, each player puts down one of their cards, and the game host, who's the most experienced player, picks one of them to be the scene they will do. The players are all running the same hero, and the goal is just to see what happens with that hero. But here's the twist. The players decide at the beginning whether they want good things to happen to them or bad things. And so there's a built-in conflict here. Also, the players are going to be making up what happens in these scenes, and they want to make up the most interesting story. Because at the end of a scene, the game host awards the scene card to one of the players, the most entertaining player. At the end of the game, the person who's won the most scenes, and thus entertained people the most, is the winner of the game. But of course, everybody wins because they got to be entertained. The way a turn is played is a person starts off by saying what they think happens first. So I had those happy people walking down the street, and I might say something like, well, these happy people are just having a great time walking down the street. That's my addition. We go to the next player, and they can add to that. Say they say, well, yeah, they were walking down the street. They were having a good time until the police showed up. Now, I don't really want the police to show up yet, so I can challenge them and say, no, the police don't show up. Everybody is happy, love, joy, rock and roll. We then roll some dice or do a round of rock, paper, scissors, and that determines a winner. So additions automatically happen unless they're challenged. Go around the table, everybody adds to the scene, and after going around twice, the game host can end it, or another player can end it by putting down a card. This starts a new scene. It's a pretty straightforward, simple little game. Plays in about a half an hour. And you don't need to know anything about the 60s to play this game. It's all about our fantasies about the 60s rather than the reality. The colorful cards just start you off with the scene. It's what the hero sees. And it doesn't really matter who the hero is. It could be a young man, a young woman. It could be a child. It could be an adult. It could be a Vietnam veteran coming back and getting to go to Woodstock, which happened. I'm really interested in doing this project, and it's not going to cost very much money for me to get 150 copies of it made. And they will be on sale at my booth, Hamster Press, at Gen Con. It's booth 1326. They'll be on sale along with the 16th century city maps. And if you support this project, aside from getting the game, depending on how much you give, you'll also start getting 16th century city maps of London, Paris, Rome, Antwerp, Milan, or Frankfurt. So, I hope you're interested, and look forward to getting this going. Bye-bye.